Wow. That's some good coffee.
Here are the green beans. They are beans that are green.
Honey I Roam, that is us, are gonna be roasting some coffee beans today. We actually have some green coffee beans here, and we wanted to try something a little bit different and roast our own coffee because Winston doesn't think that our coffee is good enough already. We have to DIY and make it all ourselves. So here all it's gonna be is some green coffee beans. They are unroasted coffee beans. I'm gonna show you actually how easy it is.
Let's roast some coffee. Here's what you need. Green coffee beans, a small skillet. We have a cast iron skillet here.
We have our Coleman gas stove, but you could probably use any kind of stove or flame source that you'd like. You could do this over fire, which when we're camping, we are going to be trying that out.
You also need a colander. We're using a small one here, just something that the beans don't fit through.
The colander will actually serve as your cooling and sifting to get all of the chaff off, which I will show you what the chaff is when we get to that point.
And we are drinking coffee while we roast coffee beans.
This is not our roasted coffee. This is actually the first time that we're gonna try this out, so let's see how it goes. We'll tell you some of the mistakes that we made at the end of this, and hopefully we don't make any at all. And here I gotta show you behind the scenes. Here is our family right here, and we are enjoying the holidays all together and just sipping on some coffee while they watch me roast some coffee. Yeah, he's got his gin and tonic. It's his happy hour right now. So first step, we want to get our stove lit up. We're gonna have that on a medium heat. So if you have gas, try to regulate it a little bit and get it to a medium. We're gonna preheat that pan. Also gonna want to time this because we need about 10 minutes, but we're gonna be able to tell when it's to the perfect roasting that we want. And I'll show you how we do that. Sip our coffee while I wait for this to preheat.
You should zoom in on the back of her shirt. That's funny.
Got it 2 days ago. Having fun watching?
Yeah, for sure. Here's to the coffee.
You're roasting the beans, you want to make sure you're constantly stirring them. Some people have a different method and they go like this, but I don't know about my accuracy with that, honestly.
We also have Winston with us. We love you, Winston. What a good boy. Any color yet?
So they're starting to get a little bit of burn on there. You can smell it a little bit. Hopefully I am not burning these. So I turned down the heat just a tad bit. And we're gonna keep it up here. Okay. And cast iron does retain quite a bit of heat, so you have to be careful when you do that. We're about a minute in, don't you think?
Yep.
And they're already chafing.
And tell us what chafing is.
So chafing is when that exterior skin of the coffee bean kind of comes off, and look at it go.
Let's
Look
see.
at it go.
Oh, it's flying in the
Early to
wind.
be chafing everything.
Maya, who has had knee problems, is the star of the show because she's in every shot here. And Maya needs that special VIP treatment. Can we show Maya what stage the beans are at?
Yeah, let me go over there.
Wow.
All right, let's go back to that heat source.
Winston, you made your way out.
And look at him. Look at Winston.
Winston, the whole reason we're doing this segment is because we heard your voice. We know that you said our coffee is not strong enough. So we're here for you. We're gonna make it better for you. All right, let's smell these. These are the green beans. See, they're beans that are green. That's why it was throwing me off. Let's smell them because this is gonna smell very different than coffee that you're used to smelling after it's roasted, I mean. Ooh, very earthy, almost a little metallic-y. Does not smell like the standard coffee that you are used to. Look at that shape flying.
See, the thing about this method is it's really hard because it's quite a workout. My arms are hurting. My back is hurting. I can't wait. We got the 8-minute mark into the roasting of the coffee beans. And we're just stirring and stirring away. I got a nice little medium heat going on this cast iron pan. And they're getting a lovely color now. Oh my gosh, like a light brown. Some of them are a little darker brown, so maybe not the most even, but you know, it's our first time. This is our first time, and I think we're doing okay.
Okay. Sniff test?
It doesn't smell too much like anything, honestly. But now what I'm gonna do is I've turned off the heat. I'm going to take the pan off of the heat and put them in the cooling tray. They roasted for probably about 10 minutes. So I just put the coffee beans in this colander and I'm gonna just air them out a little bit, let them cool down. And I'm actually gonna make a little bit more. I think what I messed up on that batch was maybe too many coffee beans in the cast iron. If you know how to roast beans, tell me what I did wrong, because it doesn't seem like it's evenly roasted. So I'm gonna try it again with a little bit less in the pan and see how that goes. There's kind of a lot of different colors going on in there. So we have some light, we got some that look a little bit like a darker roast. So let's try to get an even roast on that next batch. So now what I do is show the audience over here what we have. Maybe you might want to give it a little whiff. We're gonna try another batch.
Ooh.
So don't judge me too much on that.
Can I try one? Is it hot?
It kind of reminds me of kernels, like popcorn kernels.
Come here.
It doesn't have.
Well, see on the thing that came from California.
What'd you think?
The first bite was really good. Like it was crunchy and it was coffee, but then
How often do you eat coffee beans?
all the time, covered in chocolate.
Well, I mean, yeah. Maybe there's. You think they're good?
You don't eat coffee beans?
Never.
Espresso bean.
Yeah.
They have a nice look though. They
It's
are
like
really
almost
pretty.
like
Look at
they
them.
need to be roasted more.
You think so?
Yeah.
So I got all of this chaff in there and I'm gonna blow that out of there. Let's blow it out. Let's try it again. This stuff gets everywhere. What a mess. Where's my boy?
Oh, it's going.
So this is kind of time consuming, I'm not gonna lie. This actually looks really pretty.
Yeah.
I have my sister here. She's gonna take over and stir some of this because she actually watched all of the educational videos on YouTube on how to do this. So we both know the same amount. These coffee beans, we actually bought these on Amazon. They were $10 to $15 a bag. So what we're gonna wanna do now is put the roasted beans into baggies and then get all of the air out of them, and we're gonna let them sit until tomorrow. So typically you wanna let them sit for 24 hours. We'll grind them up and we'll let you know how they are. It's crazy. I'm gonna have my pregnant sister sniff these and see what she thinks. Whenever we had first roasted them, if you recall, they didn't have too much of a scent. They kind of just smelled like burnt popcorn kernels to me. But once they've been sitting in the baggie overnight, they've released so much more aroma, and it's like, smells nutty, chocolatey. It smells really nice. Ooh, it smells like a coffee house. Doesn't it? It smells like a delicious coffee roastery. It smells so nutty to me. Like that's honestly the most,
You said
the
it
biggest
nutty,
aroma
rich,
that I get.
cocoa.
Yeah. I love it. It smells so heavenly. Like it just smells so good.
Get a hit of that.
Smells so fresh. The ones that my sister roasted for a little bit longer, and then she roasted just a few of them in that pan, they have a lot more aroma than the ones that I did. Here's that coffee. I have ground it up. We're gonna be doing French press because that's primarily how I drink coffee, and I think that's a good way to get the true aroma and flavor of this home roasted coffee that we made. So. First of all, let's admire this espresso cup. It's Cafe Maresca. It's in Naples, Italy. This is beautiful. And smells very nutty. It's super light, so I think where we messed up was the Doesn't taste very good. It doesn't taste very good. But I don't usually have black coffee, so.
It tastes great. It tastes great. You just need your little cream in it.
Okay, let me put my creamer and my sugar in it and let me see if I like it, okay?
Yeah.
All right, what I'm gonna do is actually dress it up like I normally dress up my coffee with some almond milk creamer and a little bit of sugar. So hopefully that might make it taste more to my liking. Amber thought it was good, so hopefully it is good. Okay, let me try it. Okay, it tastes great. It tastes good now. I'm liking that. Look at the color of it. It's like, looks like a regular cup of coffee. Let's let Sissy try it because she was my roasting partner. It's good. It's very, very light. Very light, but what a nutty flavor. It is light, and I had used quite a bit of beans in that. The grinder, we didn't have a very good grinder, so I think that was a couple of the mess ups there was not having the accurate grinder, not roasting them long enough. So maybe next time I will turn down the heat a little bit and roast them for a little bit longer to get a darker roast. When I looked up those particular coffee beans, they said they're better to a medium to dark roast, and I think we did more of a light roast on it. This is another batch that we made the next day. We roasted this for a little bit longer. I roasted it for about 15 to 16 minutes, continuing to stir, but I did manage to get it a little bit darker. So if you can see those beans, they definitely have a darker roast to them than my first batch. Another issue I was having that I didn't have a proper grinder. So here's my real grinder. Let's see how this goes. We're gonna do it French press style because you guys know French press is my favorite way to have coffee as of right now. That is so much better to grind with an actual electric grinder. So we're keeping it pretty coarse ground because we're doing French press. So the aroma is incredible once you grind it up. It really releases a lot of those delicious coffee aromas. I gotta say, this coffee already looks so much darker and like a regular store-bought coffee. We're gonna let it brew for about 5 minutes and then serve it up, see what the people think. And this is what it looks like when you don't have any creamer in there. So good. Wow. Wow. I'm impressed. That is delicious. It's so much better than the one yesterday. The one yesterday actually still had that earthy tones of the raw unroasted coffee beans, but this tastes like I spent $7 on this cup of coffee. Wow. That's some good coffee. Let me get my mom some. You got it.
Good. Thank you, Juliet.
They're organizing. She needs some coffee.
Ooh. Look at this one.
St. Teresa of Avila Catholic Church. Well, that's yours, isn't it? St. Teresa.
My goodness, it's delicious.
There we have it, everybody. That is roasting your own coffee on a cast iron skillet. It took us a few tries, as you can see, but overall it was really fun. Try it yourself. You may make some mistakes, but honestly, this cup of coffee was worth all of that. I had a great time with my family, and it's also a pretty fun family activity that you can do. And you know we're gonna close out this video, but you know I gotta get Amber in this, so let's get Amber. Thank you so much for watching this video. That was roasting coffee at home. We are
Honey I Roam, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Click the like button, and please send us a comment. Let us know what you think, what we should cook next, or where we should go. We would really appreciate it, and we love to hear from you. Thank you so much.
If anything, this is pretty fun. Shake it. That's you.
That's my cue.
Be careful, don't drop those beans.
And we shake. And shake. This is my gentlest shake I've ever done. And shake. And shake, 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 shake.
She's being shy because we have an audience.
Yeah.
Oh no! Just dropped a bunch.
Drop the bean. Bean down. We're getting better every day. Thanks for your motivation. Not a bad setting.